everyone, it's Alyssa. I figured we would depart from our normal routine, and rather than do a foundations yoga, we're going to do some desk yoga. One of the things that we are challenged with right now, especially those of us who are working from home, so yes, this is my yoga space, but it is also my home office. It's really having those breaks, those intentional breaks that we put in our day to break away from our work, take a time out, give your eyes a break from the screen. So what we're going to do today is just some basic things that we can do at our desk. So if possible, turn your monitor off, give your eyes a break, let them rest. All right. So let's find a nice comfortable seat. So what I'd like you to do is sit in the first half of the chair. Sit up nice and straight and tall. Relax your arms at your sides. And then soften your eyes. And just take a couple of breaths in. So as you begin to center yourself, take a few breaths away from the emails and the stressors and the challenges. And begin to feel your feet on the floor, your seat on the chair, your arms heavy on your lap. So become aware of this moment. And then check in with yourself. How do you feel? Physically, emotionally, mentally. Pause and just check in. Let the breath slow as we do this. And then as you take your next inhale, sit nice and tall in your chair. And with that length in your spine, allow the chin to fall down towards your chest. Let the collarbone lift, the shoulders relax and down, and the face to fall heavy. And as we inhale, roll ear to shoulder. And then wherever along this journey that feels right. So perhaps it's ear to shoulder, perhaps it's nose towards armpit, perhaps it's nose towards the side of the chest. But go where it feels like your body needs this the most. And then exhale, drop the chin down towards the chest and roll to the opposite side. Same rule applies. So find the space in this side of the journey that feels right for you. Relax the face. And then as we exhale, drop the chin down towards the chest. Inhale, lift the chin to parallel with the floor. Interlace the fingers and press the knuckles away, almost like you're trying to hug a tree. So the elbows are out to the sides. My arms aren't locked straight. So the elbows pull out and then the hands pull away. And it's just like you're reaching, and my knuckles are almost kind of pulling apart from each other, helping the upper back to relax a little bit more. So press with the knuckles. And then as we take our inhale, reach the knuckles up overhead, stretch the rib cage. So really feel stretches in the side. Keep that stretch in the rib cage, but relax the shoulders away. And then guide the biceps next to the ears, not the head forward to get there. Keep the head back, bring the biceps back. And then take a breath in, flip the hands, and reach up with the hands. Those hands have been doing a lot of typing. And then keep pressing through the palms of the hands and reach the arms forward. Same method, press and pull. Right? So pressing the hands away and pulling the elbows out to the sides. And then relax everything down. Wiggle through all of your fingers, spirit fingers. Draw some circles with the wrists. And then interlace the fingers and draw some figure eights. And this doesn't have to be pretty, just move. Not uncommon for this to snap and crackle and pop. And then release the hands and interlace them the opposite way. So whatever finger's on top, lace the other way. and then wiggle through, figure eights. And then release and shake them out, move through the fingers. Bring the palms of the hands together, keeping the elbows relaxed. Start to lower the wrists down as far as you comfortably can, until you can get as low as you can and still keep the heel of the hand, this base part of the hand, together. How do those hands feel? So you can spread the fingers or keep them close together, whichever feels right for you. And then keeping the palms of the hands together, wherever that height is. Maybe it's high, maybe it's lower. Flip the hands over and then guide the wrists up a little bit. Oh. Just take a couple of breaths there. And then release the hands, shake them out. Sitting again on that front half of the chair, extend the one leg out in front of you, heel down, toe up, and from the hips, hinge forward from the hips. Take a couple of gentle breaths. So just be really cautious if you're on a chair like mine that has casters on it. Be careful that you're not rolling too far forward, or that the chair has enough of a grip that you're not going to slide forward. In a traditional chair yoga class, we use a chair with no casters, no wheels on the bottom. Lift yourself up to sit and then switch legs. And then from the hips, not from the belly, from the hips hinge forward. So the heart really drags you forward. So as we press through the heel, the toes gently guide up towards the kneecap, but gently. It's not like we're trying to touch the toes to the shin. Take a breath. And then lift yourself back up to sit. So we're going to take that first leg, pick it up and cross it over. Ankle rests on top of the knee or the thigh, and sit here for a moment. Perhaps this is your edge. Or hinge from the hip and lean forward, letting the forearm press the knee down gently. So this is essentially a seated pigeon. Take that tension out of the hip. Take a couple breaths. Yeah. And then sit up nice and tall. Uncross the leg, and before you release it, hold on to the shin, bring the thigh into the stomach, bring it into the belly, and then sit tall. Just kind of feel that abdominal massage. If your body is not used to all of the different foods that you're eating, right? I'm rating my pantry something crazy. So my poor belly is having these major carbohydrate fits. Allow that foot to come down to the ground, switching sides. Cross that leg over. Sit for a moment. So the advantage to pulling the thigh into the chest is we're giving those lower organs a bit of a massage. Stay here, or from this hip, hinge forward and lean into that leg to open up through the hip. Great. Keep that breath. And then gently lift yourself up to sit, uncross that leg, holding onto the shin, pull the thigh into the lower belly, and sit here for a moment. Like, just let it happen, right? Let the belly meet the thigh, let the thigh meet the belly, to the best of your ability, of course. And then release that leg down. Inhale, both arms up overhead, reach long through the arms, and then drop one arm down, and a couple options. You can hold onto the chair if you feel like you need support, or let the arm hang down, reach the opposite arm up and over. Yeah. So really breathe into the ribs, breathe into the side of the body, and then bicep next to ear. So you can keep the nose pointing forward, or if you'd like, look up. That's more than you're looking for. Stay here, or potentially even look down. Just know that the shoulder goes where the eyes go. So if we look down, the top shoulder tends to rotate in. Keep the chest nice and square. And then inhale, lifting it up. Let that arm relax down. Opposite side, arm reaches up. And then tips over. And this opposite hand, again, can hold on to the chair, or hang down, or stay on your lap. Big breaths. So keep this planted hip attached to your chair. So you're not going anywhere. Big breath into the rib cage. And then lift yourself back up. Gentle lengthening once again through the spine. And as we exhale, turn to the side. One hand on the thigh, opposite hand on the side of the chair, or perhaps even the handle of the chair, looking back. So as we inhale, we think about length. As we exhale, we twist a little bit deeper. And then inhale, bring yourself back to center. And then exhale around to the opposite side. Same thing. Nice and tall through the spine. Keep the breath happening. Keep it simple. And then slowly bring yourself back to center. Roll the shoulders a few times. And then we're going to take advantage of having that chair on wheels, and we're going to hinge. So lift yourself up to standing, and then stand with your back to your desk. And we're going to hinge from the hips, bring the hands to the handlebars, and reach the arms forward, and hinge once again. Soften these as much as you need to take tension out of the lower back. Take tension out of the hamstrings. Take a few breaths here. So this is essentially a standing downward facing dog. Take a few gentle breaths here. Let the spine stay nice and long. And then soften the knees, roll the chair back in. And hopefully you are ready to restart your day. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'll see you guys soon.